All right, well, welcome this evening to folks watching on Zoom and joining our town council meeting virtually. Tonight is Tuesday, January 16th. This is Freeport Town Council meeting 02-24. Nothing like changing course, just the second meeting into the year due to the storm. We're going to have a very brief meeting this evening and actually going to move everything for consideration next Tuesday, January 23rd. But before we do that, we have to call the meeting to order and establish that we have a quorum. Councilor Pillsbury.
Present.
Councilor Smith.
Present.
Councilor Pilch.
Here.
Councilor Benoit.
Present.
And the chair, John Egan, is here. Councilor Fournier and Councilor Lawrence are excused. We are meeting virtually this evening because of the snowstorm and the decision made to close Town Hall due to unsafe driving conditions with the snowfall to not put folks at risk for any of the 5 public hearings that people might have been coming to Town Hall for this evening. So with an indulgence from those that are waiting for action on this, we're going to go one more week, but our second order of business is to open and adjourn the following to January 23rd, 2024 for the purpose of continuing public hearings. Item number 12-24 to consider action relative to proposed amendments to Chapter 21 Freeport zoning ordinance related to municipal compliance with 30A MRS Section 4364, 4364C, an act to implement the recommendations of the Commission to increase housing opportunities in Maine by studying zoning and land use restrictions. We're going to also move item number 13-24 to consider action relative to proposed amendments to Chapter 25 Freeport subdivision ordinance. The majority of the changes are related to municipal compliance with 30A MRSA Section 4364, 4364C, including the same act as above. Additional proposed amendments include adding and amending standards to comply with state subdivision approval, MRSA 30A 4404, and as previously documented by the Planning Board, several non-substantial text amendments to update relevant reference documents throughout the ordinance, and non-substantial text amendments for clarification purposes. We're also going to continue and adjourn item number 14-24 to consider action relative to proposed amendments to Chapter 65 Freeport Shoreland zoning ordinance related to municipal compliance with 30A MRS Section 4364, 4364C, including LD 2003, an act to implement the recommendation of the Commission to increase housing opportunities in Maine by studying zoning and land use restrictions. We're going to continue and adjourn to next week, item number 15-24 to consider action relative to proposed amendments to Chapter 22 of the Design Review Ordinance. And we're going to continue and adjourn to next week, item number 16-24 to consider action relative to proposed amendments to Chapter 31, the Coastal Waters Ordinance, to require registration of moorings within the anchorage. Those public hearings will be adjourned to next Tuesday, January 23rd, 2004 at 6 p.m. I'll take a motion to table and adjourn those public hearings as listed to next week.
So moved.
And do we have a second?
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded to continue and adjourn the public hearings to next week, January 23rd, 2024 at 6 p.m. in Town Council chambers. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
So
All
Chris needs to do a roll call vote for that to be a legal vote.
Right. That's right. Virtual has to be roll call vote. How soon I forget. It's only been, what, a year and a half since we had COVID meetings. All right, so for the vote on that motion to continue and adjourn, Councillor Pilch,
Yes.
Councillor Benoit,
Yes.
Councillor Pillsbury,
Aye.
Councillor Smith,
Aye.
and the chair, John Egan, votes yes. That's 5-0. That's our vote. I believe that is the end of the agenda for action this evening.
We've got one more, John, tabling the rest of the items is our third order of business.
Oh, right, sorry. Those are just the public hearings. Great, Dan, could you read the third order of business?
Sure. To table consideration of action on items, item 1-24 through item 33-24 until the meeting resumes on Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024 at 6 p.m. in Town Council Chambers, 30 Main Street in Freeport. Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any questions? All right, we'll take the vote. Councillor Smith,
Aye.
Councillor Pillsbury,
Aye.
Councillor Pilch,
Aye.
Councillor Benoit,
Yes.
and the chair, Egan, votes yes. All right, those are our two actions: to punt the entire agenda from this evening to next week. That's a non-technical term, but given all the football I watched this weekend, it's on the front of my mind. Okay, so hope everyone is safe this evening, and be careful driving and clearing snow tomorrow morning. And we will reconvene next Tuesday, the 23rd at 6 o'clock.
Do we need a
Thank
motion to adjourn, or is that included in the previous motion?
We do need a motion to adjourn officially.
I move we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded. And because it's virtual, Councillor Smith,
Aye.
Councillor Pillsbury,
Aye.
Councillor Pilch,
Yes.
Councillor Benoit,
Yes.
and the chair votes yes. We are adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aye.
See you soon.